I really don't know what to say about this one. This is a game the Baltimore lost. I don't know if you guys remember they asked Russell Westbrook, did you guys lose this game or did they win the game? Baltimore lost this. Baltimore lost this game. Execution is important. Execution is huge, and the idea is that you're supposed to get better week in, week out. Lamar Jackson, this is not the passing attack that we envision, regardless if you have Odell or not. Though he was somewhat efficient through the air, Lamar was efficient through the air, 22 for 31, 202. He was sacked 4 times and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And amidst from that, he was a leading rusher. You still carried the ball 20 times with your other guys. You get 37 for 186 and two touchdowns on the ground. But you didn't execute. You got to execute. When you look at it, you lost 2 fumbles, right, in critical times. Lamar Jackson's got a hole into the ball. Kenyon Drake's got a hole into the ball. You got to convert. You got to convert. Score touchdowns and not field goals in the red zone. That's a huge thing as well. The offense has got to get. Do I think the play call was bad? I don't think the play call was necessarily bad. I think it could have been better. Once again, you don't want to design a offense that's designed for Zay Flowers. You want it to be designed so Lamar Jackson can open things up for Lamar Jackson. I think we're seeing that. But for Lamar Jackson, you don't want him to have to beat teams with his legs. You want him to have to beat teams with his arm. Because if he's doing that, he's not taking hits, and having his legs in provision is always going to be a plus. This Colts team should have not won with a backup quarterback. It's Gardner Minshew, and he didn't come in and just dot him up. Gardner Minshew was 27 for 44, 227, and 1 touchdown. He was sacked 5 times. What more can the defense do in the situation? You expect more. I expect more out of Rashad Bateman. I don't know if he's not getting utilized right. He's not getting looked at, but Rashad Bateman should be utilized more. I thought that the Colts did run the ball well, but you had opportunities to win and close out this game, and you didn't. And now, I will say this, you pay Justin Tucker to win games, to make big kicks, and he has not been doing that, right? That 61-yard kick is something that you pay him to make. You're making the highest paid kicker in the league, he's got to make it. I expect him to make it. You got to make that kick. I'm sorry, Justin Tucker. If they're gonna hold Lamar Jackson to that standard as far as how much you're gonna pay him, you're not making him the highest paid kicker for him to shank kicks. Thought the defense did well for as much as they were on the field. They had to make stops. And they just gave up at the end. The story of this one is execution. You gotta execute. You turn the ball over twice and critical in scoring opportunities. You don't convert touchdowns. You kick field goals. The passing attack is really kind of stale. And not only that, you don't win when you're supposed to win the games you're supposed to win. For the Colts, what's next for the Colts? For the Colts, I think the most important thing is winning the game. Like you're 2-1. The Colts, no one expected the Colts to be 2-1, right? But you got the Rams, the Titans, and the Jags. These are 3 games that are winnable. You got 3 teams with losing records. You're up next. The Colts could really now understand this offense. The reason why Gardner Minshew came over from Philadelphia. He played in this offense with Steve Seachin. They played this offense when he was with Philadelphia. So this offense does have the anatomy to be successful. We have to understand that, right? So the offense has the anatomy to be successful, and you have somebody who's familiar with their running it. Probably better than the way Anthony Richardson running. Do I think that they win this game with Anthony Richardson? No, I don't. Because I think Gardner Minshew is a better passer. But having a guy who knows the offense and does, that's successful goes well. The Rams, I think, is going to be a tough game, but you got the Rams, the Titans, the Jags. And that's the next 3 winnable games. These are games you should go in and try to win going into the midseason stretch. And I'm saying that because that momentum can help you trigger a rhythm that can carry you to win some games, throughout the middle of the season, so that these teams can set themselves up for the final stretch. For Baltimore, you got 2 interdivision games that can go either way. You got the Browns, the Steelers. the Titans. But the main thing is you got the Browns, at the Steelers. You're going away for your next 2 games, and that's not how you don't. This is not how you want to go into that game. So you got to beat the Browns, and you got to beat the Steelers. Division wins are a must. Browns are going to be a tough team. I think it's a different dynamic now. They don't have Nick Chubb, and Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson. It's going to be basically who can execute better, who can hold onto the ball, who can make the throws they need to make. Who can get the ball to those guys. So hopefully that time you have Marlon Humphrey back, you have some of your guys back on, on defense. But these are games. The schedule doesn't get easier. These are games you're supposed to win. You need to win, and the Ravens need to have that mindset as they go into it. I thought the offense, like I said, I'm not going to complain too much about the offense, but the Ravens just have to execute. Execution is the reason why I lost this game.